Israel is losing this war with Iran. Let me explain. Now, on the face of it, this might seem surprising because, after all, it's Iran that is bearing the worst consequences of the conflict. We, of course, saw, for instance, these horrible images of 160 schoolgirls in Iran massacred by the United States or Israel on the first day. And according to the Red Crescent, at the time that I'm filming this video, over 700 Iranians have been killed. And of course, we see all this going on, but the thing is, having your people massacred is not the same thing as losing a war. For instance, Nazi Germany was, of course, able to massacre many people, but it ended up losing World War II. And Israel's faced with a very similar situation. Israel pretends to be very strong, but it's actually a very weak country. The first thing you need to understand is that Israel as a country is itself quite small. It is only roughly the size as New Jersey, and half the population, roughly 44%, just lives in one city, being the greater Tel Aviv area. All it would take for Iran to absolutely ruin the Israeli society would be to launch a bunch of large rockets into Tel Aviv. And as Israel runs out of interceptors to stop these missiles and drones, you'll see exactly that. The second thing, though, to understand is the composition of the Israeli society. The people of Iran have been there for thousands of years. The people of Israel have, for the most part, only been there for the past couple decades. Israel was founded in 1948, with the waves of Zionist settlers coming in since then, and even some quite large numbers, I believe 2 million people coming after the fall of the Soviet Union. That was actually only roughly 30 to 40 years ago. These people have very little roots to the land, as much as they'd like to claim to be quote-unquote indigenous. They are not. And so what this means is that as soon as they have any disruption to their level of comfort, they flee. And that's exactly what we saw on the first day of this war. Israelis going onto planes and heading to other places like Brooklyn or wherever. And what this means is that you're going to see actually just fewer settlers in Israel, and that is going to cause issues for the economy, which is my next point. The Israeli economy is weak. If you don't account for growth in the defense sector, is actually a shrinking economy. And fourth and finally, as I mentioned before, Israel is, of course, pretends to be a very strong military, but this is a country that's actually running out of interceptors. It's a country that has to, for instance, call reserve troops in order to keep on fighting. This is a country that is being overstretched. It's tiny, it has a failing economy, it is on the losing side. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share.